Welcome. Everyone, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a loss to Philadelphia.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Here's Lillard, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Look, the defense has to be smarter than that. They can't afford to give Lillard free opportunities at the line.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Hart, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Randall. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia with it. Out defended by Randall. Avdia can't hit. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He goes on Donovan Clingan.
No stranger to getting to the line. Randall had a chance to draw a foul, and he made sure the ref saw it.
And the first one at the line is good. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Now here's Edwards. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Here's McDaniels. No good there off the double clutch. Lillard scanning the floor. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Clingan when he's that close.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Randall. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Stolen by Michael Conley. Randall right side. Outside Conley. For 3, Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Lillard. And yes, it's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Outside Conley. Pass to DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to DiVincenzo. He will bury you from out there.
Here's Lillard from 6 feet. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 6.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
McDaniels on the wing. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in there. Conley with the assist. DiVincenzo's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves. Here is Lillard, and it goes down to points. 8 points for him.
Showing some muscle on that finish. Lillard enjoys overcoming challenges.
Picked by Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Looking for Avdia and gets it there. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
You like to see Avdia setting the tone defensively, igniting that break with the steal.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, that's the thing about DiVincenzo. He stays active at both ends.
Here's Lillard. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the...
14.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Grant for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And since their scrappy play last season, coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3 and D role players to surround them. Back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Randall. DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. And it's off from 3-point range. Grant with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Pass to Holiday. Back to Grant. Now Bowl. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
They set the screen. The putback. It's good on the putback. Thor's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Deflects the pass. Edwards with it. Now Henderson defending. And Reed throws it down.
Showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
And Naz Reid is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Naz Reid, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
.157 left here in the second. Now here's Conley. Still scoreless. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Kept alive, Minnesota. Back to Conley. Latrey. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
They set the pick. Conley with it. Now Avdia defending. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, when you're the size of Gobert, you're already living above the rim.
Lillard outside. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Inside. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Number 23, Donovan.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. From Target Center, back in a moment.
24, the Trailblazers. 24.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Randall surveying the D. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Gobert, no good.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
From 15 feet away, Amaron. And rejection by McDaniel. Here's Randall. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
A focal part of this offense. In addition to his scoring ability, Randall is also a terrific passer in his position.
Edwards with it. Now Avdia defending. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
Clock at 6. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Avdia has decent size, but it's really about positioning for him on the glass. That's how he wins second chances like this.
Out left to the wing. Takes a step back. And a deep three from Lillard. Klingon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Timeout. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Edwards. Here's Thor. Here's Reed. Kept alive. A second chance effort. Thor, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And we all know Lillard can fill it up. But there, nice work finding his team.
They set the pick. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And you know, Lillard deserves more credit for his mastery of the pick and roll.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back over to you, Kevin.
Yep. Whoa! A little extra right there from Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Thor. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 4.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So it's the Timberwolves now. DiVincenzo with it. 8 points for him. For the lead. Edwards with confidence. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And the basket by Lillard.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Here's Kamara. Count it. Lillard's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Portland.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Down low, Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Stolen by McDaniels. Over in the corner, Randall. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. The Trailblazers with the lead. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him add another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
Bounce pass, Conley. Randall is doubled, and he comes up with the deuce. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, we all know this is what Lillard is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He's a prolific scorer.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Wants to get it to Randall and does. 6 to shoot. Over Bull. And Bull sends it back.
And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Gobert the screen. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Now that's incredible. A huge bucket in the most emphatic way possible. Now that is not supposed to happen.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now Kamara. McDaniels pulls it down. 3 on 3. It's off target. Portland leading by 3. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. Outside Lillard for 3. And again, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Conley feeling it out. It's Randall. Layup, no good. 1:30 left in the game. Now Sharp. Kamara with it. Gobert there for the rebound. Randall driving the lane. Off the glass.
Well, in that situation, you know Randall's going to be calling for the ball. That's a nice take.
Here's Sharp. Now Lillard. Takes the shot. That one is off. And that's a foul called on Bol. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Randall outside. Screen by McDaniel. Now Edwards. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Lillard outside.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that three-point.
And here is McDaniel. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks.